Hey guys, welcome back to another Daily Light. I'm Cassandra Bodzak and I'm so glad you're joining us. This is going to be like a little mini series of videos all around my biggest blocks, and I think the biggest blocks that I have experienced with the clients that I work with as well, to really going big and shining your light and just stepping into your power as a light worker, whatever that looks like for you and in your life. So the first one that I'm going to start off with is self-judgment and self-consciousness. And this is a big one. This is something that I went through tremendously. And it's something that I see over and over and over with the people that I work with one-on-one, where they're scared to fully express their story and their experience and their beliefs to those around them, those on social media, and it does. It keeps you hoarding your own light, right? It keeps you from being able to authentically share what you want to share in the world. And here's the thing: whether or not you are going in to this wanting to start a spiritual business, wanting to start a heart-centered project in the world, or you are just taking these beliefs and this practice that you have and bringing it into your already existing job and your already existing life, this can affect how brightly we can shine and how much impact we can have and how much we can really spread our love and do what we're here to do in the world, right? It's just to be a messenger of light and to lift this planet up that so desperately needs it right now. So this first thing with self-consciousness and self-judgment, one of the keys that I realized that I may have told this story before, I'm not sure, but I think it's really important. When I was first getting into astrology, I was so psyched about it. I mean, I still am. You guys know. I always talk about the moons. I always tell you guys what's going on astrologically. It's something that I'm really fond of and that I do believe in. And I was dating someone at the time, and they had come to visit me for a few days, and it just so happened to be over the course of a new moon. And you guys know how crazy I am about moons. So I was like, I had this whole ritual where I would, either go to a specific yoga class for it, and I'd had like a little intention setting ceremony at home, and I would read on Mystic Mama about what the moon was about. And when he came, all of a sudden, I felt very claustrophobic because I felt like I couldn't fully express what I wanted to do. And so I didn't. I kind of kept it in, and I kept on trying to like sneak in reading about it or doing something for it while he was there. And I ended up becoming very irritable because of it. And finally, it exploded in our face, and he was just like, what is going on? You've been so unlike yourself and so kind of irritable and unhappy with everything. And I'm just like really confused what's going on. And I just vomited it out and told him the whole thing and about the new moon and that I always do this. And now that he was here, like I felt like he would think it was silly and all this stuff, right? And he said the best thing to me. It was one of the best lessons I learned with him. He said, you didn't even give me a chance. You were so busy judging it yourself that you didn't even give me the opportunity to see how I might react to it. And he was like, so maybe you need to look inside and see what part of you is judging you for liking it. And that really shifted something for me, right? And I've told that story countless times to clients and just reminded them, right? And this is something that I still, when I'm feeling self-conscious about something, go back to. And I say, what part of me is still unresolved with this? Is there a part of me that doesn't fully believe this? Is there a part of me that is still questioning it, right? Or is there a part of me that's judging myself for believing this, right? And I think when we go to that place, right, we can resolve anything that's coming up for us. And for me, it wasn't even that I didn't wholeheartedly believe in it. It was that I was in a place of judging myself, of actually looking at myself and being like, I don't know, Cass, you're getting a little woo-woo here. I mean, little did I know how far I'd go. But now whenever something like that is coming up, I take a minute and I say, well, hey, if I'm feeling self-conscious about sharing this, where is that coming from? Because I think once we feel really solid, and I'm sure most of you have been on the experience side of this, right? Where if someone is telling you something with enough conviction and enough heart, even if you normally might be a little, I don't know about this, you actually feel relieved in their presence because you feel like you can kind of relax and just listen to what they're saying. So if I was presenting something to you from this, well, guys, maybe thinking about this, it might feel a little woo-woo, might feel a little out there, but I found it works for me sometimes. I'm practically inviting you to question it and inviting you to give me the feedback that I'm terrified of, right? Whereas if I sit here, and you notice this in a lot of my videos, with the conviction of, hey, this is my experience. I love the moon cycles. You know why? Because I work with tons of clients all over the world, and I actually see how they affect them in a mass way. And it is amazing to see how we are all interconnected and how these energies can affect us all. And so I love sharing about them because I think they're really informative, and I think if nothing, it's fun, right? And that gives you permission to just jump on board and sign up, even if you're like, I don't know, maybe it's fun, let me check it out. And I think it's important when we're talking, when we're kind of coming out of the spiritual closet, when we're coming out of this heart-centered closet, when we're starting any sort of new endeavor that is really close to our heart, to get really clear with ourselves about it, to feel it in our bones. And for me, I will tell you a little secret to this is tell stories. For me, you'll notice in all of my videos and most of my social media posts, and even with my clients, right? I'm a story machine. I teach through my stories. Why? Because your story is your truth. My stories are my truth, right? I'm not, I'm taking a lesson that I learned and showing you how it worked in my life. And maybe it's not going to show up the same exact way for you. Maybe there's something you're going to get from that story and take with you, and maybe some other stories you're like, okay, I'm not feeling that right now. Maybe a couple years down the road, you're going to be like, oh my God, yes, now I get it. But when you share your stories, you're just sharing your truth. You're just sharing what's true for you. And so you can release judgment. You can release being self-conscious about it, and you can stand in a place of knowing, hey, I'm just sharing my truth. This is my truth. So I don't have to be self-conscious about it. I don't have to judge anything for it. This is what's true for me. This is what's fun for me. And I think that's a big thing for me. Is, hey, this is what's bringing me joy right now. This is what I'm finding fun and exciting and interesting. This is what I'm curious in right now. Right? When we're in that space, we're not open for self-judgment and for self-criticism. You're allowing yourself to be in this space of play, in this space of exploration, and just simply sharing what's going on for you and what you have learned. And it's through your stories and through your experiences that you will serve at the highest level. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I'm excited to bring to you the other 3 videos. There's going to be 4 in this series. You'll have 1 video a day. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe. And this whole series was inspired by my girl, Gabby Bernstein, who's launching this amazing video series, which if you are thinking about spreading your light and being a light worker in this world, you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link below. Gabby shares today in her 2nd video in the series, and you can go back and watch the 1st one as well. But she shares about the most common blocks she has found to people really stepping into their power, shining their light, and doing great work in the world as a light worker. So I hope you'll check that out. And a little homework. I have some really exciting things going on that I'm super excited to invite you to. Summer solstice, which we'll do a whole different video on because it's a big deal. It's a very potent, energetic day, astrologically, and especially in the Kundalini yoga world, right? So I'm going to do a special summer solstice workshop because I thought, how could I not share this amazing turning point with you guys? And I'm going to include the link for that below if you want to sign up. And then kicking off after that workshop, we're going to do a 40-day meditation challenge. So if you're in for that, definitely stay tuned. Leave a comment below. Sign up for the workshop. You'll get all the details. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.